Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kirby and the first job of the day, the wife's car. So I can just step inside the vehicle and just move it forward. I just want to show everybody what I've been called out for. So we've been called to say there's a scraping noise and to move forwards or backwards. And then as you stop. So if we try and push this plate back, might have to take the wheel off. Got my little apprentice here. Getting all them good shots here.
Yeah, I've got a great angle of vision.
Is this my best side?
Is there a good one? Hi.
It's not very nice. Where's the locking key gone? It's a £120 call out.
Oh no. Can I pay you in dinners? Or food that you pay for?
So hopefully, we'll see. Stone somewhere. Can't see it right now. It's in there somewhere.
Who's that wonderful girl? Could she be any cuter? Don't want to get wet.
Ah, there it is. So, see if I can get that little mark there. There we go.
Shut up. Shut up. I feel like a fool.
So now we see, turn the wheel, voila, nice and silent.
What's going in?
Bank card or transfer?
Just our joint account.
Thanks. Oh mate. Right, after the start to the day, saving the wife, I'm up the unit. The Vauxhall Corsa from last week, which the indicators weren't working. I think I showed that. Basically, there was some damaged wiring behind the light in the arch. So yeah, that was repaired. We also put a brand new light unit on there because I think someone, we can't prove it, but the garage that she bought this car to have a look at the indicator, we think just damaged the light. We can't prove it. We already had the light here. So we just put that on. We're just giving it a bit of a clean up because there's just all these fine bits of paint where I think it's a bit of overspray from someone over there. They was spraying some paint, so we're just giving that a bit of a clay bar. So yeah, I didn't really book anything in today because, I mean, look at that weather. It's lovely. I thought it was going to be lashing down all day, so yeah, just didn't bother. But it's actually quite a nice day. I should have booked stuff in. I know tomorrow's going to be raining, so we're going to get started on the S3, putting the clutch back in that. Right, so I've got a bit of time to kill. I'm going to see if I can have a look in that old engine and see if we can see anything that was wrong, because I've been sent this test long bore scope. And I've actually been looking for one of these, a decent one with a decent camera, because I've used a few in the past and the camera's just rubbish. You can't see anything. This is the one I've been sent. Comes with this long attachment. Comes with a nice big screen. Let's put it the other way around. So yeah, it comes with a light on the end, and then you can also move the light with this little switch, or move the head. So if you're in a tight space and you just want to go around the corner. You can also record on it. So we're just going to take the injectors out, if they'll come out. Well, that's out the window, because the hole down there is probably too big to fit this down. We'll just show you anyway. We'll have a look just inside the rocker cover here, and then if we want to swivel around, let's try that. It's a really clear picture with the LEDs on there, but yeah, that's a really clear picture. I'm sure that's going to come in quite useful on some jobs. Right, well, you join me now. We're just dropping this Vauxhall Corsa back to the customer. Lights repaired, it's been washed and polished, got all that grit off. Got a detailer in, he had some magic solution and it just came off like no problem. So yeah, we're just dropping this car back. It's about a 2-hour drive there, and then probably a 2-hour drive back with some traffic, maybe a little bit more. And that's it really for Monday. Nice quiet day, nice easy day. My stepdad did come up to get his brakes done on his Transit Custom, because he thought the fronts needed doing, but it's the rears. The fronts are a bit low as well, so I think he's going to come back next week and we're going to do pads and discs all round on his Custom. So yeah, you kind of needed a nice easy day for a change. Didn't earn no money today, but yeah, tomorrow we shall be probably up the unit again because it's raining. It is actually raining tomorrow. Or I might go and finish off the free Peugeot 206 so I can take some pictures of that and get that sold. So yeah, that'll probably be it for Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. Morning everyone, it's Tuesday and we are back to finish the free Peugeot 206, and we're back at the father-in-law's yard, but first we have to move this truck out of the way. I've never driven a truck, never even moved the truck. Hopefully it's just the same as a car, so. Whew. Go for a little kip afterwards. It's a good start. Handbrake. Handbrake's down there, you got to pull that up and push it, and then the gears are down there, I believe. That's changed to auto. Oh, we're away. Oh, those brakes are sharp. Right, let's put it back in neutral. Handbrake on. Nope, handbrake not on. Handbrake on. I think I've got enough space to get. How to get out of here? Yeah, should have enough space now. Right, that's the car in the workshop. We've got the Milwaukee light because it is a bit dark in here. Not all the lights are working. So wheel off. It's obviously been off before. So we get that off. Hopefully this side isn't leaking as well. Get the shoes changed. Actually, this side is in really good condition. No leaks, nice and dry, loads of material left, but we're still going to swap them out anyway. Right, so we've got to, which I've already done on this side, get these pins, I guess, securing pins. They go through the back, and then they go through a spring, and then they're just held on with a little cap which you've got to push in and twist. So then it sits like that. And the way I found is quite easy, just a pair of these lightly on them. Put your finger around the back, push in, twist, and away it comes. I'm not damaging that because it's only on there lightly. The old famous marvellous. Hello mate.
Hello, mate.
You alright?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So with it off, you've just got to get the handbrake cable out of this little clip. So you've got to pull this spring back a little bit, and then it should have enough space just to pull the cable forward and out of this little gap here. I don't know if you can see. Right, we're just about to get up to the unit, and we got some special guests in today. So, anybody want to have a guess who we got on the channel today? Oh, they haven't started already. Oh, no, no, no. Oi! Look who we got, special guests in here today.
Oh yeah,
The
mate.
Marvellous Boys.
Yeah, we're here again. Well, not again, but
Doing the clutch on their van.
Yeah.
You'll soon see the video. Look at John. Look
Because
at
he's
his lovely
disgusting,
haircut.
yeah, different colours.
Cisco.
Cisco.
Yeah, you'll see the video out soon of this one.
It's not good, man. It keeps on breaking, bro.
Yeah, when's the new van coming, mate?
Don't worry about that, man.
What we got coming?
Don't worry about that. I can't.
Is it a
tell
surprise?
You. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
surprise.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Right, round two with the S3. We've got a new clutch now from the customer. It's uprated. No flywheel though, so we're gonna have to inspect that when we get it out. But I suspect it's gonna need one, to be honest. So same as last time. Up the top, battery, air intake, gear cables, a few bolts, and then we're ready to go underneath. Right, the gearbox is out, and we can see the state of this clutch. Oh, my camera's kind of wonky, but you can see the rivets there, just if it focuses. And then if we look up here on the flywheel, don't know how well you're going to pick that up, but you can see it's all blue, heat spots everywhere. There's no play, but yeah, this is it's rough to touch as well. It's a bit what's the word, wavy. Right, we're all done for the day. How you feeling, Marv?
Not happy. I can't lie. Yeah, that took too long, man.
Yeah.
Too long.
Little bits going wrong. That's cars for you. Just struggled to get this mounted.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a.
Yeah, you can't swear on YouTube, mate.
PG.
Yeah, but we're all done. Just packing away. Nice and dark outside. Right, the next test. See if it actually drives out of here.
Yeah, is it gonna move? Is it gonna move?
Here's the test.
Oh.
What's that rattling?
Huh?
What's the rattle? Is that always there? Oh, okay. Hey, we're moving. Oh, okay, okay. She moves. Oh, see you later, John. Right, that's me done for the day, just locking up. Give Marv his oil back that he's left here, or he's left me a free sample of 20 litres. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning everyone, it's Wednesday. I've just been back to this Audi A3. We done a slave cylinder on it last week, and she rang me up yesterday saying it's doing the exact same thing. My sister's tried to get in it and drive it, and it's just screeching. So I've come here, pedal is like halfway down. I've just pulled it back with my hand and yeah, pumped the pedal. Well, I didn't even have to pump it, it had pressure straight away. Just driven it round. Again, there's no leaks anywhere. I did say when I changed the slave cylinder there was a bit of brake fluid on the clutch. It had obviously leaked through the end, so that could just be an issue. Getting onto the release bearing, because there's no leaks around the master cylinder. Normally you get leaks around them, but that's fine. So just said see how it goes. If it happens again, I'll just come out and probably replace the master cylinder. So yeah, got to go up the unit now. Wasn't planning on doing this, but I forgot that a customer was coming up, a friend of Nathan's, so I've got to go there, check his car out. Got a wheel bearing on that Murano from last week, and then possibly that thermostat from the Transit Connect from last week, which I'm not sure I filmed. I can't remember now, but yeah. Right, we are here with Ingenium engine. We've got a bit of a whistle coming from the back round here, and it only happens when you accelerate. So one second. I don't know if it picked up on camera, but you can see smoke coming from there, so might be an exhaust manifold gasket possibly. Right, so we can't see anything just by eye, so we're going to get the camera down there. Let's see. Right, don't know how well you can pick that up, but this is the manifold to the turbo gasket, and just here you can see a bit of sooting, and when the engine's running, you can just see a bit of smoke coming from here. So this tool has come in very handy. Test along. I'll leave the link in the description. Right, we are back on this Nissan Murano for a wheel bearing. Right, so we've got to take the brake caliper off, brake disc off. We'll take the, or at least loosen the drive shaft, so we've got to take this split pin out, undo this, And I don't know if you can see back here, but those bolts, they look very rusty. So we'll see what we do. Let's get to it. Right, we're at this stage now. All 4 bolts have come out quite nicely, actually, quite surprisingly. But I've also got to get this ABS sensor out, because if you have a look in there, you can just see it goes inside the bearing. If I show you on the new one, there's a little gap in there. One of these 3 anyway, so it goes in there, so if I yank it out, it's just going to catch on that. But this bolt isn't looking too clever. Seems a bit more solid on there. 12.9mm. It's turning. Let's just turn that back the other way. Ah, great. Snapperoonie. Wah, wah, wah. Right, no bueno with the sensor. So we're going to need a new one of them, and to get this one out, drill it out maybe, or there is a little technique. We can put a screw down the middle. Funny enough, there's a screw just laying down here. Get the screw down the middle and then lever it out. Try that. But let's get the actual bearing out now, seeing as we don't have to be too soft getting that out now. Right, I did try the caveman way of just whacking it with a hammer, but now I'm going to use this tip. I'm sure you've probably all seen this one before. So basically what you do, you've got a bolt and a nut there. This backing plate's toast anyway, so you're meant to find somewhere solid, which is the hub just behind that. And then as you wind this bolt in, it should press against that hub and pull the bearing out. So let's see if this happens. As you can see, the gap is starting to open up, but I do need a longer bolt. Drive shaft just popped out. Voila! So that's the state of the bearing. The backing plate will probably leave off. It's absolutely shattered, or maybe just cut it here and put it back on. And then all we've got to do is just clean up all this surface area. We'll try and get that ABS sensor out while we're here as well. Right, so obviously that's knackered, and I can't get hold of a new sensor, at least not for a week. It's quite expensive, so I'm going to let the customer know. We'll test drive it, see if it only brings the light on or it actually has an effect on the driving condition. But we'll get the wheel bearing done for now, and then we'll have to be back to finish that up. For now, I'll just get that out, maybe possibly drill that out, or I'll do that next time I'm back. But yeah, let's get the wheel bearing done. So you can see I've got it a little bit out of the way, and all I did was knock the end off of there, of the end of the sensor, and then just get a punch, and then punch that through. Right, that's the wheel bearing all done. Just got carried away, put the wheel on. I did manage to get the ABS sensor out, as you saw, drilled a hole for a new thread, tapped a new thread, and I just went just a tad too much and snapped the tap off in the hole, so I've got to get that out another day when I get back with a sensor. But yeah, the rest of it's all done, and I'll just show you there's no more play. So side to side and up and down, all sorted. On to the next one. Right, next up, little connect. We had an overheating issue last week, and I don't know if I filmed it, but there was a lot of crap in the header tank there, and done a head gasket test. Come back okay. It didn't stay exactly blue, but it didn't go like the bright yellow, so I was a bit umming and ahhing whether or not that had passed. But I ran it up to temperature, didn't overheat. This top hose wasn't getting cold, wasn't getting hot, so I thought, oh, maybe the thermostat stuck. So I've come back, and this is what I found. And you can see all the sludge has just fallen down there. I mean, you can see the sludge there. That is not good. And this is the thermostat. Yuck. I'm afraid I don't think anything's going to cure that. I don't think even putting a engine flush through that is going to work. That's goosed. That's going to be everywhere, up through that engine, all round the radiator. Well, if we was to put a new thermostat in, just no good. Right, that one's done. It's one for the scrapyard, I'm afraid. And I'm gutted really, because like I said, I come here last week. He's a customer that's been with me for years. They don't have loads of money. You know, everybody's tight at the minute, and came last week, tested it all. The head gasket test didn't fail, although there was oily residue in the tank, but there was no mayo or anything in the actual bottom of the dipstick or on the oil cap, and it run up to temperature okay. It was just after the thermostat, obviously now we know why, that it wasn't opening, and yeah, so I've taken that out, and yeah, it's just knackered really, so he's going to run it down and get it scrapped. Yeah, bit gutted for him, but yeah, off to the unit now. Right, I did start. Gearbox is back in. New clutch and flywheel is in, obviously. And yeah, I've just had enough for the day actually, so I'm gonna go home. Yeah, feeling tired already. I felt tired from the afternoon, so come up here tomorrow, finish this off after a couple of jobs I've got, and then get this one off the ramp ready for a job on Monday, which I'm doing, which I need the ramp for. So yeah, this is where I'm going to leave it. See you tomorrow. Actually, I need this ramp for a more important job. My wife's car needs a service, and I'm getting her to service it herself. That should be fun. So subscribe, like this video, put the notifications on if you want to see my wife service her own car. So we'll be doing that this Saturday, and then I'll have to edit it and put it out, but just so you don't miss it, just put those notifications on. And if you're not subscribed already, get it done. I was meant to be working on that today as well, but work, busy, typical story. But more content on the Mark II and the Mark V will be coming soon. So again, subscribe. So then guys, it's Thursday. You join me just as I start a service on this Dacia / Renault. In case you didn't know, these Dacias use Renault engines. If you look closely enough, you'll see Renault everywhere. Right, that service is done. Just try not to crash into this car here. Yeah, nothing really to see there. It's just a standard service. And she's probably one of my favourite customers. She's been with me pretty much from the start. She's one of those customers that, you know, if anybody on the Facebook pages asks for a mechanic, she always puts my name forward. Things like that. Just really lovely lady. Yeah, so I'll be back as well maybe next week, because she's got a CV boot clip that's just come off, so I need to get some grease and a new clip. And the front discs are a bit worn. Pads are okay, but I think she wants the brakes doing anyway, so yeah, might be back next week for that. Just got to go have a look at another customer's van. He was booked in last week, or was it this week? It might have been this week actually. Yes, he was booked in on Tuesday to do his EGR and thermostat on his Peugeot van. But I think where he's been topping it up with water, and we had the really frosty mornings, I think the water has expanded into ice obviously, and I think the radiator might be damaged now, so I think he's had enough of it, so he just wants me to go and confirm it's knackered basically. And then yeah, head up to the unit, get that S3 done. It's 11:30 now. I need to get more sleep. I'm already tired for the day. The joys. But anyway, we'll see you there. We're at the Peugeot. You can already see the little puddle on the floor. You can see the drips. And it is actually coming from the radiator. I don't know if you can see that now, it's stopped dripping. But it's all wet up there. And none of these pipes are split. So yeah, radiator. Nice easy one. He just wants to know if he can drive it to do someplace to sell it. They asked, does it drive? Technically yes. Just gonna have to keep filling it up with water until you get there. Not ideal. Right, we're back here with the S3. Just putting a few bolts back together. Starter motors in. Drive shafts have got to go in. Lower arm and all the subframes back up again. So just a couple of bolts to finish off. And then this one should be ready to test drive, and hopefully should all be good now. New flywheel, new clutch, new slave cylinder before. Yeah, 4 paddle clutch, so that's going to be quite a interesting drive for him. Just got Carl up here from Logical Automotive. He's just replaced an engine on this, what's this, 1 series?
The 2 series.
2 series.
3 cylinder.
3 cylinder thing. Purring like a kitten. So yeah, if you need any timing chains on minis, any minis, BMWs, get in touch. Like I said, Logical. Just find him on Facebook or Google.
Instagram.
Instagram. He's on Instagram.
TikTok.
TikTok?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was on TikTok. Bloody hell. I'm on TikTok, but I've not even used it. So yeah, get in touch with him. I'll leave the link in the description for his details. Yeah, BMW Mini Specialist. Look at that, he's even giving it a good old clean up. Clutch is just about done. And currently just moving all of our cars from over the road. So this is what we've got in. So the old stables, if you've been following the channel, it's where we used to be, just through here. We had a load of cars in there, we've got to move them. So just trying to get this Chevrolet started. All empty now. Someone else has moved in. Right. Yeah. Did you have the ignition on when I went away? Try it one more time. The light's going all.
You can feel it, it's like dying.
Okay, let's put that pipe back on. And then, hopefully, what are you doing then? So with this thing, I've got to keep the revs up for a little bit, otherwise it will just die and run all lumpy. What's smoking out the front there? Right, that's without the... Oh, it's a lot of smoke. Did that come out the back?
Yeah.
Woo. Right. S3 is done. As you can see, it's no longer on the ramp. And that's me done for Thursday. Just got to tidy up some of my crap. The whole workshop needs a bit of a clean, to be honest. I've just been too busy. Should be doing it as I go, but yeah, there's just crap laying around everywhere. Need to give the floor a good sweep and just tidy up a bit. Got engines laying about, just tools, rubbish. It's not a good way to work. Makes me feel all anxious. And I know the wife's probably going to watch this and go, why don't you feel the same at home? But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Right, it's finally Friday. And we're starting off the day. Well, I'll tell you not. We are going here, so it's windy. So this morning I went out to a VW T25, old transporter sort of thing. Got a call from a woman. She was following my van, took my number down, said, oh, my son's got a transporter, just needs the gear linkage put on. Oh, okay. And then she gave me his number. He said, yeah, I've taken it all apart, I've needed some new bushes on there, I just need it popped on. Right, okay. So I've gone there today. It's everything's apart, all the linkage, all the rods. There's boxes of just odds and sods, and one of the rods on the end is broken, so even if you put it all back together, it still wouldn't have worked. So slipped the net a bit. It's not the sort of work I want to be doing, so I just said, look, order the right bits, but I didn't take any money, I didn't take a call out. Like I said, it's just not something I want to be doing. So yeah, but now we're here with this VW Jetta. We've got a crank no start, we've got a coil light flashing, just turns over and doesn't start. So we've got the diag machine out. I'm gonna have to work on the settings because this camera doesn't pick up. It's got a fuel pump, don't know if you can see it, fuel pump A control circuit, glow plug control module to PCM communication, fuel rail pressure too low. What's the fuel saying? We are quite low on fuel actually. So yes, we've got some fuel related codes in there, so we're gonna have a look at that. To live data. Okay, first thing to note, when you turn the ignition on, there's no sound of a fuel pump. So that's where we're going to start. So, don't know if you can see, but we're going to actuate the fuel pump. Start. But there's an error occurred. Right, so I've had a look on my Haynes Pro, so you can see the fuel pump fuse, and it tells you which one it is. I don't know if you can focus, but there we go. When we go into the fuse box, and I don't know if you can pick this up. But that is broken. So first thing first, 5 amp. We'll get a new fuse. Put that in. See if it works. See if it pops. If it pops, we've got a problem somewhere along the line, and then we'll have to test that. So it could be very well. So he's been away for a couple of months. Car's just been sat there. So car's just been sat there. It could have just been a seized up fuel pump causing this to blow. So we'll pop a new one in there. Moment of truth. See if we can hear the fuel pump. I can hear it. Ooh. Clutch down. Right, let's have a look, see if that is blown the fuse. Nope, fuse is intact. Right, so again, so poor, but we've got fuel rail pressure too low, and that one is active and static. Still got the coolant pump faults, but you've got fuel pump A control circuit. Now that one is passive or sporadic. Now we've changed that fuse, so we're just going to clear these down. See what comes back. Fuel pump is working. Just cranking. Okay. It is low on fuel. It is low on fuel. Just going to use my trusty snow breaker to hold the clutch down so I don't have to keep jumping in and out. Just got a bit of brake cleaner up the intake there. Right, I didn't manage to catch that. On film. But yeah, like I said, I've got my little snow breaker, clutch down, turned the key, and just sprayed a bit of brake cleaner up the intake, and it's fired up. So it's currently starting. We've got some warning lights. I'm gonna turn it off, and it's starting up. So it is extremely low on fuel. We're gonna go get some fuel, and hopefully that should just be it. But it could just be that, like I said, it's not been used for a while. Fuel pump was maybe a little bit seized up. But yeah, it's on and off. Now we've turned the ignition on and off. The warning lights are gone. Let's have a look at the fault codes. So we've only got the mass, volume or airflow sensor circuit, just because that was disconnected while I took that intake pipe off. Read the DTCs. No DTCs. Rightio. Right, so I can't really remember where I was. The last job I did, I didn't film. It was so another garage, a mate of mine, he's got a customer, and he just asked me to fit a starter motor. I think they'd taken the batteries out, charged the batteries, and it still weren't starting, so they ordered a starter motor. This is on a Transit Custom. So I went there, fitted a starter motor, just clicked. I thought, oh, it's battery, maybe it's just been left for a while. Got the jump start on it, and it would turn over, it would fire up and die, or it wouldn't want to start. So I had took the intake pipe off, again, little bit of brake cleaner, wouldn't even run off of that. So I looked at the codes, and there's a lot of DPF codes, so I think the DPS is fully blocked, because what he actually said was he was driving along, going up a hill, it went into limp mode, and then just sort of died out, and then that was it, got recovered home, which I wasn't told beforehand. I just was told it wasn't starting. So I said I'd go back next week and give it a clean, and go from there, really, because there was no other codes in there. There was a couple of fuel codes. He'd replaced the fuel filter. Again, if it was fuel related and spraying brake cleaner in the intake, it would have started, or at least tried to start. Yeah, and that's it for the week. Nice easy week, I think. Not very profitable, to be honest. But it was easy and a nice early finish. I've even had time to go get a dodgy haircut. So thank you all for watching. As of recording, we have just passed 2,000 subscribers, so thank you everybody for that. And like I said, I'm trying to get to 5,000 by June. We are now coming up to February, so if you're watching, subscribe. And I've got the weekend off, apart from doing the wife's service on her car, which she's doing, and that'll be a separate video. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. See you next week.